Star Report. I'm your host, Star. It is Tuesday night, Election Day. Results coming up soon, okay? All right, my title, Lily Gaddis, blackface costume sparks viral debate. Who? Some of you are saying, who? Well, you're going to know after the show, because this white girl is going 10 toes down. She's got a gripe, not just with black people, but black women in particular. And she's not hiding. She's from North Carolina, based upon my research. She's a trad wife. That's what she calls herself. But I don't know if she's married. I got a video where she's talking about being a single mother. But on Halloween, she dressed up from what she described as the most pathetic thing that she could think of. A black woman. I'm not going to add any sauce to it. I'm not going to, co-sign what she's saying. However, I'm from that different era. You know this already. I want to know who you are. I respect the fact that she's putting her face out there. I don't like a covert racist. She's going 10 toes down. She's standing on business. Lily Gaddis, good evening in the live chat. You guys up to speed? Talking hella crazy. Is she fighting the war against mammies? I don't know. I've got a clip I'm going to play. She also went on Piers Morgan and some other platforms, and she went up against Mark Lamont Hill. He had him stuttering, stumbling and fumbling. Okay, that's my main topic. Lily Gaddis, blackface costume sparks viral debate. Now, blackface, you know the history. I'm not going back into time, but is it still offensive? Let me just glance into the live chat. Is blackface still offensive? If you ask me, the Wayans brothers, the film White Girls, whenever that came out, I never even saw the whole film. I think I watched maybe half of it, and I said, this is trash. Not that they don't have the right to do that, but it was just corny to me. But that show was in reruns on MTV. Do they play that on BET as well? White Girls? Is there a White Girls 2 coming out? Okay. Lily Gaddis going 10 toes down, or is she projecting? Is she concerned about white genetic survival? In Black America Radio, I got your comment on the screen. Thank you so much. Area code 917. Good evening. Are you there? Please watch the language. It's Tuesday.
I always watch my language, Star. How are you?
Hey, is this Colleen?
Yes, it is.
Hey, good to hear from you. Mamdani just won. Mamdani just won up in New York. I'm getting ready to play the video. Yes, no?
Yes, he just won. And I hope everybody's getting ready to be taxed at 65%.
Okay.
This is not good.
Okay.
I don't sound like Rory Keith Chief.
Okay.
But let me know how it feels when you start getting taxed over 50%.
All right. And for those who don't know what you're talking about the new mayor and his policies he's trying to implement. For those outside of New York who don't know what you're referring to, yes,
right? Yes, first of all, let's start from the basics. He owns a plantation in Uganda. And if anybody knows the history of Uganda, they would know that the Indian population were dispatched to Uganda by the British Empire to enslave Ugandan people. Then Idi Amin rose up and started slaughtering Indian people. And they fled to
General Idi Amin.
General Idi Amin. Began slaughtering people. I'm giving a little global history.
Well, hold on a second, Colleen. Colleen, I don't mean to cut you short, but clearly nobody cared about that. They just voted the man in. I
don't know who they is. I don't know how this even happened. I had more faith in New Yorkers.
People.
Do they not know what socialism is?
Colleen, the people in the New York Trice, I'm getting ready to play the video, just voted him in. Anything with regards to an upcoming speech? What time? Because I want to make sure I don't miss it.
I don't know, but I'm I'm waiting. I just saw it while I was watching that buffoon talk on the Pierce Morgan show. So I just thought everybody should, consider what socialism did to Venezuela, Cuba, and not be so quick to celebrate what this man has promised for the people of the city of New York, and expect that your taxes will be astronomical, and expect all hell to break loose. If you think crime is bad now, wait until he starts calling in social workers for stabbings and shootings. People don't understand that socialism, even if you're part of the working class, first, at least if they're projecting, I know that's a horrible thing to use as an example, but even if only 500,000 people leave the city of New York and sell what they have, like the client that I had, that's a lot of wealthy people that won't be taxed. So the brunt of the taxation will fall on the working class, like people who work for sanitation or just the working class people who keep the city of New York moving. And I'm shocked. But if you look at the numbers that came in, it looks like there's 5 million registered voters in the city of New York.
Yeah.
So
I have to give you a little pushback again. It's like, the projected numbers, which I'm trying to get on the screen here, they have put him in there. So you're saying people don't understand. I think they do understand. With all due respect, you're not as old as I am, but the younger generation wants something totally, totally different. Now, you're an educator. Can you speak to what you think the young people are looking for out of the new mayor that's going to be put into office? What do you think they do understand and what they do want from the new mayor coming in?
I think at least my former high school students, I don't even think they voted. No matter how many messages I sent them, please get out and vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but please get out and vote. I think I know for a fact that the Bronx did not vote for him in the primaries. The Bronx did not vote for Mamdani. I think the young people feel that New York City has become completely unaffordable for the working class, and that's true, unless you've rooted down in certain neighborhoods and you've been afforded the opportunity to buy before, the housing explosion. Like back in the day, you could buy a house in my neighborhood for $250 to $300. Now those houses are worth over $1 million. Yeah. So young people, even if they work, lower six-figure jobs, you can't buy in New York City. And even the affordable housing game is just that. It's a game. So I think that they were enticed by whoever voted for him, they were enticed by the affordable housing gimmick. And, I'm deeply saddened by this turn of events because I just don't think people.
No, listen, I don't mean to cut you short. I hear what you're saying. I want to know how this guy got in there, because again, there's a groundswell. In my opinion, in very similar fashion to AOC, social media played a part. He was recently at the Wu-Tang Clan concert. He's a former rapper, and a lot of young people.
Is that what he was? That's what people think he was?
You can Google it, Colleen. You can Google it, and you can hear him rapping. Okay. Never mind what I say. I'm not a New York City resident. Never mind what I say. You can Google it. You can hear him spitting bars. They wanted something out of him. I don't know if it was a landslide. Again, I'm getting ready to put the numbers on the screen, but go ahead and land your plane. Oh, I'm sorry. Or do you know who Lily Gaddis is? That's my main topic. Lily Gaddis?
No, I was just watching whatever. Is that who that is on Pierce Morgan? Because I've never heard of this person before.
Yeah, she's going hard in the boat.
Well, I think it's an act. So that she'll, generate income. I think but she's going to wind up getting her ass kicked by somebody eventually. So I watched my language. I spelled it out. Okay.
Great to talk.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you, Colleen.
You too. Bye.
Right. On the screen, people that actually read books voted for him. Let me turn the volume down. Look at the screen, guys. New York City mayor, projected winner, Mamdani, 50.5%. Cuomo, 41.4%. Sliwa, 7.2%. Now, this is only the projected winner, but let me ask you, if Sliwa would have dropped out, would it have been a closer race? Would it have been a closer race? Sliwa's just too old. I don't like his vibe. Oh my God. You know what I got to say? Let me go to the live chat. Salute to my homie Math Hoffa. Did anybody see Curtis Sliwa on Math Hoffa's podcast talking about when the Gambino crime family tried to shoot him? Talk about pandering to black people about pure and utter bullshit. Phone lines are open. I couldn't even watch more than 5 minutes. And Math is my guy, but I just said, what? Why is he telling this old story as if that's what hip-hop wants to hear? The White Denzel, Rory, election night.
Oh,
You all right?
we over here hating life at the moment. We got conquered, you know. We got conquered by the Muslims today. The crusade is going to have to wait another 4 years, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless Trump bankrupts us, then, you know, maybe the people get rid of this guy. I can't believe this. This guy's from Uganda. You know, I'm supposed to watch my language, right?
Yeah, I would like to monetize this particular show. Now, it was expected that he would win. Curtis Sliwa didn't drop out based upon the numbers we're looking at right now. Had he have dropped out, it may have even been closer. What do you think?
No, I don't think so. Not looking at like what the numbers say right now.
Okay.
Even with it said Silva only got 7% of the vote, so that really wouldn't have helped.
Okay.
It would have made it a closer race, but the jihadi would have still won. The foreign jihadists would have still won. So, I blame black people.
Ooh.
You know, I got to be honest with you.
Whoa.
They said that Mamdani got 71% of the black vote.
Wow.
You know, and that's a slap in the face to Curtis Silva, because he patrolled those neighborhoods and those streets for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And he saved a lot of people's moms and stuff, you know, in the projects and stuff. And they turned on him and voted for this goddamn foreign Muslim. White people did not vote for this Muslim. I'll tell you that right now.
Really?
This is all foreigners and green card holders, black Muslim converts from prison, stuff like that, you know.
Well, I mean, listen, you know, looking from the outside, Curtis Sliwa, to me, he represents a time gone by. He had his chance, if you ask me. And I don't know if you saw him. Weren't you and I texting last night? And I said, why is he on Math Hoffa's podcast talking about the Gambino family shooting again, whenever that was in the 90s? I said, wow, talk about pandering like a goofy. Did you see that? Or any parts of it?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to, like, you know, be like, you know, show everybody how authentic New York he was, how long he's been in New York. You know, I think that was the point of that. I don't. You know, why else would you want to go on that guy's podcast for politics? You know what I mean? That's like,
no, Math is my guy. No ifs, ands, or buts, and it's a great look for Math. But I'm just saying, Curtis Sliwa talking that Gambino.
Well, there you go. This just proves what I'm saying. You know, it proves my point. He went there, even to Math Hoffa's podcast, to try to get the black vote. And what did he get? He got a slap in the face. He went over there and told them how authentic New York he was. He reached out to that community, and they chose a foreign Muslim over him, you know. Mm-hmm. And they'll always choose whoever the Democrats tell them to choose. For over here in New York, anyway, they'll always choose whoever they, you know, it's this plantation mindset they got. I don't know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Maybe it was the food stamp crisis hit at the right time, and, you know, all the mammies ran out and voted for Mamdani because he said he's gonna give free grocery stores. So they were like, "Oh, we don't even need the EBT no more. We're gonna have free grocery stores. We'll vote for this guy." You know,
he got the endorsement of the bodega union. I was a little surprised. I thought it was mainly Dominican and Hispanic. You said it's something different now. The makeup.
yeah, the makeup of the bodega owners now, the majority Middle Eastern foreigners.
Wow.
From Yemen mostly, and like Lebanese. Everybody knows that who lives in New York City. They'll tell you that the Akis run most of the bodegas. It used to be the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans, but a lot of them moved to Florida and Pennsylvania, and then they've ruined those places. They moved to those places and ruined those places, like Orlando and Pennsylvania, Poconos,
The Poconos. Hold on 1 second, Rory. Junk mail, I got your comment on the screen. No, I'm not up to speed. I saw the thumbnail. If you want to send me the link, I'll play it. Tish Hyman, was she arrested or just put out? You're saying suspending her membership because she stood up about a transgender being in the. Oh, okay. I did not click on it. I saw the thumbnail. Thank you for your donation, junk mail. Hey, let me ask you a question, Rory, because earlier when I was playing the Lily Gaddis blackface video, and also when she was on Piers Morgan, I asked a question. Are white people obsessed with black people? Rory.
The hell no. No, hell no. We just have to deal with them and they get on our nerves. No, I think it's just because we have to deal with them and they get on our nerves.
Rory.
So that's why you always hear us.
Rory, you're a friend, but how many times do I have to tell you when you're calling, watch the language, and when you start doing too much, hey man, gotta go. Listen, I don't mind how we talk offline. We're offline, but come on, are white people obsessed? All this blackface still in 2025. It's old now. Come on.
Yeah. I don't, no, white people do not sweat no black people, man. Like I told you. We just, we're at a fatigue point, so we're verbalizing it more now than ever, So the reason why you hear us complaining about black people and talking about black people more now is because Trump is in the White House, A, and B, we're on our last nerve for job people. I got to be honest with you. We're like, I don't think we can take much more of the black nonsense.
Hey, Evelyn, good to hear from you. Tuesday night. Is that Evelyn?
Yes, it is, Star. How you doing?
I'm good. You want me to put Rory on hold, or do you want to talk with us?
Oh, he can stay on there.
Okay.
I love what he's saying because see, Donald Trump done back all of everything up, and everything's messed up. Mm-hmm. But the Democrats is coming back, and you're gonna take it and love it. And all the Democratic tickets are won tonight.
Come on.
Okay. Why? Why is this? How come?
I'm looking at the Virginia governor, a Democrat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to know why. How come?
Well, Virginia lost because they had a black mammy like you up there running who was unqualified, mean, and stupid on your wavelength. So that's why Virginia won. That's why they won in Virginia. So if you want to go to the next one.
Now, don't make it personal, Rory. Don't make it personal. Evelyn's here.
The next one was New York City.
Have a conversation.
Now, you know what? I didn't get on here and say nothing to you or call you any names.
We've had a past, Evelyn. Me and you have had a past.
No, me and you don't have no past. We don't have no past.
You have disrespected me before on this life for being
white. We don't have no future. We don't have nothing.
You've been racist towards me before. You have been racist towards me.
Towards you?
Yes.
I know I told you the truth about me. I told you the truth about you and your people.
I told you the truth about you and your people. And you was the one who got married off. You was the one who got married off at 15 years old. You was the one who got married off at 15 years old.
And if I did get married,
you was the one who was so trifling that your people gave you away at 15 years old. You were so trifling.
Okay, one at a time. Rory, can you let Evelyn speak, and then we'll do one at a time, please.
Let him go ahead. Let him go ahead, so then I can kill his ass.
Okay, go ahead, Rory. Go ahead, Rory.
Yeah, Evelyn was the one Snoop Dogg was talking about in Gin and Juice. She's from out there in Long Beach. She's so trifling, she was kicked out of the house and married off to an old black man at 15 years old. And she got up here talking like that was a flex. Like she was flexing on somebody. The last time she came on here, she said Cardi B is a good influence for the young generation, and Candace Owens is trash. So this is the mindset you're looking into this ghetto mammy from Long Beach, Compton, Watts area.
Evelyn said that, or Janet?
Evelyn.
Okay, now
first of all,
let Evelyn speak.
I have never. Okay, can I go now?
Yeah, let Evelyn speak. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Okay, first of all, I was never thrown out of my house. Ever. Okay? My dad, matter of fact, lives with me right now. And I can go into the next room in my 6-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms. Rory was saying that I was thrown out of my house. I was flooded out.
Sold off. I said sold off.
Let her speak. Let her speak, Rory. Let her speak, Rory.
Rory, let me tell you something. I've never had to be sold off anywhere. Do you understand that? Like I have said before, you can ask anybody in Long Beach about me and my family. I never had to be.
Wow.
Okay, whatever. Like I said,
I've never
in my life. What?
You want to Snoop Dogg's old hoes. That's what you are. You used to smoke rocks and stuff with your Afro puffs. Stop lying, Evelyn. Don't come up on here and try to act like you a church-going woman.
I have never done no drugs in my life.
You used to smoke rocks and stuff with your Afro puffs, sitting on the front of Snoop Dogg's bike. Just sipping gin and juice.
First of all, I didn't even grow up. Right. I didn't even grow up on that
you've been on the street since 1989.
On the street.
Okay, then hold on a second. Evelyn, can we let him speak? And then we'll come back to you.
He's the one been talking. I haven't got a word in edgewise.
Okay, Rory, Rory, hold on. Let Evelyn speak, and then I'll come back. Okay, you have the floor, Evelyn. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. Rory, first of all, like I said, me and you don't have no past. I never came on here talking about Cardi B or Candace Owens. But I will say that Candace Owens, to me, is not what black people need to follow behind. Because she's married to somebody white. Okay, so no, she's not what we need to follow behind.
Okay.
And real black people know that.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Evelyn? I'm asking everyone, based upon the Lily Gaddis, the blackface Halloween costume that she wore and which has gone viral. Are white people obsessed with black people, Evelyn?
Yes, they are, because everything we do, they want to do it. Everything we do, they want to have some of it. They want to be a part of it. They got to copy it, imitate it, be around it. When black people created jazz, created the blues, we over here mind our own business in our own clubs. They had to do what? Go downtown, come uptown, because they wanted to be in it.
Okay. All right.
They wanted to start trouble.
Okay. Let me bring in Rory. Okay. Rory, do you want to respond to Evelyn, or do we put her on hold? Where do you want to go? The white Denzel.
I don't want to keep going at Evelyn. I think I exposed some of her past tonight. We know what kind of conniving woman Evelyn is from Long Beach. one of Snoop Dogg's old tricks.
Well, let's get back to the topic, Roy. Let's get back to the topic. Zohran Mamdani, and then we'll let Evelyn. We'll give her the last word. He has won the mayor of New York. Let's close that out, Roy.
Ain't this terrible, Evelyn? Ain't this terrible? We got a foreign Muslim mayor. A foreign Muslim mayor. I thought you was all American. I thought your daddy was a Tuskegee Airman. I thought your granddaddy was a Tuskegee Airman.
You're trying to be disrespectful and laugh and think that something is funny, but you
say it's good we're gonna have a foreign Muslim.
You have to let each other speak. Let her speak. Go.
Have you ever went to war, Rory? Have you ever served? Have you ever did anything?
I got him on hold while you're talking because he won't.
I
won't let you speak.
Know, since he was trying to make fun of me, and you know what, Star, this is what I want you to do. You have connections to talk to Snoop. You can talk. I'm quite sure.
No. I'm not reaching out.
No.
I'm not reaching out to Snoop. Evelyn, can you and Rory finish up? I'm not reaching out to Snoop Dogg. I'm not doing that. But
okay, I just want to let you know that it's no lying in me. Gotcha. I don't have to call your show and spend my money and lie.
I know. He's trolling, Evelyn. He's trolling. That's what the white boy does. He's trolling. I know you don't know Snoop like
I don't think that nobody that's coming from a family that owns 23 properties in Long Beach, California, and especially back in the days when they didn't want black people to have nothing, right, that I had to be put out.
I know.
No, I didn't even grow up on the east side of Long Beach. I'm not a gang member. I've never smoked, drank, or did any drugs. So I don't know why he is on me. I called in to talk about the all the doggone races.
Yeah.
That why is everything going to Democrats?
Well, you know what? I'm going to leave him on hold. Hold on. Rory, I'm going to come back to you in a second. Go ahead and finish up where you want to land your plane. There's no rush.
Yeah, that's what I was calling.
He's on
that's
hold.
What I was calling in about.
Go ahead.
I wasn't calling in to talk about me. I was calling in to talk about all across the United States, Democrats is winning.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know, what is the reason behind that?
Tell us, Evelyn. Tell us.
Because our ratings have went down so bad, Star. All around the world.
What do you mean our ratings? What do you mean our ratings?
I'm talking about
specific.
The United States. I'm saying the United States. Look how everything is in chaos. Everything is in chaos. They laughing at us overseas. They not respecting us. These people that Donald Trump is dealing with, they as spies, and they've been doing this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. He new to the game.
You don't think it has to also do with an influx that we have of people from other countries? There's a huge number of people, millions that have come in within the last 6 to 7 years. It's out of control, wouldn't you say?
Well, that's true too, because we don't know who all the spies that then grew up here. People don't know or believe that it's spy schools, and they take you when you little over in these countries and grow you up to be a spy, and then send you to the United States. They make you lose your accent and everything.
Okay.
And come over here and grow up and be an American, but you really a spy.
Okay. Evelyn, I appreciate you. I'm going to get back to the political news. Pardon me. But I thank you so much.
Yeah, I just wanted to know why. That's all about the Democrats.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye now.
Good night, Star.
Good night. Okay. Gene Richmond, is that you, sir? Area code 203. Gene Richmond, Tuesday night.
Good evening. How are you?
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? We're shaking.
Well, we're navigating through this dystopia or utopia in the minds of some others in this social and political landscape.
Okay.
But all is well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just going over the numbers here with Zohran Mamdani, Cuomo, and Curtis Sliwa, who should have dropped out a long time ago. Do you think he had anything to do with the the victory of Zohran Mamdani, or was he going to win anyway?
Well, I think Mamdani was headed on the path of success and the path of winning this mayoralship. Since the very beginning, the New York establishment was behind him. And when I say establishment, I'm talking about high-profile people from the upper echelon, from, believe it or not, the Jewish community, some top-tier political elements, and you had the corporate element in New York City as well. You see, if you can establish yourself in New York City politically, then you can establish yourself in the entire state of New York. And that's what Zohran did. You hear people say that the youth, you just talked about the young voters, that they don't understand so-called socialism and communism. They actually do understand it. I think this generation, the Gen Zers, are a lot more equipped, and they have an advanced intellect for the most part in regards of what certain political landscapes are. And I think they understand what it is, and I think they believe that this is the wave of their era. They want a socialist progressive type to lead the way into the next phase of the New York experience.
Okay.
And that's where they are. So they understand, regardless of who became mayor tonight, New York City has become a cesspool of corrupt politics. It's become a cesspool of overt illegal immigration. It's become a cesspool of violent crime. It's become a cesspool of divisiveness, if you will. So regardless of who won tonight, New York was not headed in any way of any fiscal or political or social advancements. I think the Gen Zers, the newer generation, the kids that are 18 and between the ages of 18 and 25, they don't understand the concept, or even if they do understand the concept of paying their dues and using the economic element as a resource to thrive and to grow. They just understand of getting to the top, being elite, and having a kind of socialist a safety net handed to them. And they're taught this in these institutions. They're taught this by these so-called thought leaders, and they're taught this by the so-called progressive ideologues. So capitalism, unfortunately, is not the order of the day in the Gen Z mind.
Right.
And they have a hard lesson to understand in the future of how the structure of this economy really works. Because without capitalism, socialism doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, they want a different version of capitalism, if you ask me. But can you hang on a second? Let me bring in area code 347. Good evening. Please watch the language. Are you there? 347?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Who am I speaking to?
Yeah. Neville from Hollis, Queens.
Hey, how are you, sir? What's going on?
I'm good. Well, I voted. I'm a Cuomo guy, but he lost. So I accepted the fact that he's gone. He's gone. He's pretty much done, I think, politically. And we moving on to something new. So.
What about Zohran Mamdani, sir? Are you a homeowner? What is your background?
I'm a homeowner.
Okay.
I'm a homeowner. New York City public school teacher, 34 years.
Nice.
Own my home, and I'll get a guy 4 years and see what happens.
Are you concerned? Are you concerned at all? The younger generation, by a large number, got him in there. I'm going to put some more data back on the screen. But are you concerned? You said you voted for Cuomo. Why Cuomo?
Yeah, I mean, I voted for Cuomo because it's a familiarity thing. You know what I mean? With Cuomo, I was pleased what he did as a governor. As running New York. I think he did a pretty good job. Infrastructure, a lot of things got passed. Free schools, colleges. He did a lot for New York State. You know what I mean? And I think he doesn't get the credit for a lot of things because you got a lot of haters. And the Democratic Party is fractured. So You got the progressives all the way this way, then you got the center, you know. Okay. And I'm more of a center guy, you know. I'm not all the way over there. I'm not a fan of AOC, those people.
Right, right.
And you know, but like I said, you know, we'll see what happens. You know,
stay with me. Stay with me. Gene Richmond, any response to this man, or do we let him land his plane? Gene Richmond?
Well, I think Cuomo was an epic failure as a governor. He was marred by scandal, primarily the COVID-19 scandal with the elders in the nursing homes. Yeah. He also had issues with lacks of transparency within his administration, you know, campaign finance issues, you know, underlining corruption. The school funding, the critics, you talk about the schools, the critics talked about his actual lack of funding and the obstacles that he went through in regards to the funding that he promised schools and what they actually got. So Cuomo was an utter embarrassment. He did nothing good for New York as a governor. He poor leadership, and he was
you know, I mean, do you live in New York?
I don't live in New York, no, but I do the research.
Well, researching and being here is two different things, bro. So you talking on the outside, so you're not here. I'm here. Boots on the ground. I work in New York City. I work in New York City public schools. Listen, so I kind of know what's going on in the city.
No, you know what I mean? Listen. You didn't do your listen. You didn't do your research, and I'm gonna teach you. You didn't do your research. This guy was a corrupt politician who stood there and misappropriated funds, had scandals, had sexual harassment scandals, and had a massive COVID-19 scandal which cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and cost people their lives. So if you did your boots on the ground, you'd understand that this was a corrupt politician who exploited himself in the public eye. So again, as a New Yorker, you didn't do your due diligence. I did mine. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Do the research.
Okay. Well, sir, you have the final word. I appreciate your honesty and your call. You have the final word. Gene Richmond, hold on. Let this man speak.
Well, like I said, I'm here in New York City, and as far as me personally, what I saw and what he accomplished here, I was satisfied. Okay. So, you know, like I said, like, I don't listen to a lot of the nonsense, and and I think the Democratic Party is very, like I said, they're fractured, and I think they were out to get Cuomo. They didn't like him. Right. They didn't like him. He was too powerful, and they had to get rid of him, you know?
Okay.
And that's what happened. So, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the call.
All right, thank you, Star.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Have a good night.
Gene Richmond, hold on a second. Let me get to some of the donations on the screen. And Rory, sit tight. I'm coming right back to you. Sit tight. Is it Vera? Vera says, can I be your night nurse? Well, Vera, you have to email me a picture and some information so I can make sure that you're not Vernon, a nigga with the wig. I say that with all due respect. Vera, I got your donation on the screen, okay? Someone else sent in a comment. Tony Bone. Tony, you're late. You're late, sir. We spoke about Vision 2030 Jamaica 5 days ago, sir. 5 days ago. You're late, but thank you for your comment, okay? Hey, Patrice. Thank you for your comment. And let me bring Rory back on. Rory, you there? Did you want to speak with Gene Richmond, or are we pretty much all on the same page here?
Well, number 9, what's up, my nigga?
Hey, Mr. Rory, I want to say God bless you for showing such reverence and telling the truth about Black people. I really respect you. I call you Mr. Rory. I call you Mr. Rory because I respect you.
Well, I appreciate it, and I respect you too. That's why I call you my nigga. You know?
God bless you. And I want to be the only nigga that you turn to. I want to be the only nigga that you turn to out of respect.
You're the only nigga I need on the Star Report.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 9, this is Black people's fault. This isn't young people's fault. This is Black people's fault. We have the highest population of Black people in New York City out of anywhere in the country. They voted over 70% for Mamdani. You know, so you know, if we're going to pin the tail on a donkey, this is black people's fault. They will vote for anybody who has a little bit of melanin in their skin. Doesn't matter if it's an Arab jihadist, slave trader, a colonizer over in Africa. You know, he's an Arab colonizer over in Africa. They don't care about that. As long as it ain't the white man. You know, this city has gone down the tubes ever since the minorities got the city council, the police department, and they even started making them hire them in the fire department. You know, so this is the real reason. You know,
everybody, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sunday, what's going on? You sent me a text message. Now you're sending in donations. What's going on, Sunday? Sunday, you got to make up your mind. It's one or the other. You're taking shots at Rory. Does he not now respond? I'm confused. Sunday, text.
No, I'm still not married.
Sunday,
I'm still not married.
Text me and tell me what's going on Sunday. I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, it smells like expired fish in here. Did Sunday enter the chat or something?
Said one
All of
thing.
a sudden, it smells like expired salmon. Did Sunday enter the chat?
Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity. For as long as we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name.
That's fine.
As we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered a mandate for change, a mandate for a new kind of politics, a mandate for a city we can afford, and a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that.
Number 9, you listening?
On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City.
Rory, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you guys can hear.
And that is because of you. So before I say anything else, I must say this. Thank you. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refused to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum.
Oh, shit.
Nah, hell no.
Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own. I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties. Yes, aunties. To every New Yorker in Kensington and Midwood and Hunts Point, know this. This city is your city, and this democracy is yours too. This campaign is about people like Wesley, an $11.99 organizer I met outside of Elmhurst Hospital on Thursday night. A New Yorker who lives elsewhere, who commutes 2 hours each way from Pennsylvania because rent is too expensive in this city. It's about people like the woman I met on the BX33 years ago, who said to me, I used to love New York, but now it's just where I live. And it's about people like Richard, the taxi driver I went on a 15-day hunger strike with outside of City Hall, who still has to drive his cab 7 days a week. My brother, we are in City Hall now. This victory is for all of them, and it's for all of you. The more than 100,000 volunteers who built this campaign into an unstoppable force. Because of you, we will make this city one that working people can love and live in again.
Okay, Gene Richmond, I would like your response first, and then we'll come to Rory. What say you, Gene Richmond, about the speech that we just played uninterrupted?
Well, listening to that speech, it was akin to the speeches of former dictator of Cuba, Belisario Batista, when he spoke about taking people out of the slums and down with the proletariat and giving to those. When I also hear this speech, I also hear former PLO and leader of the Palestinians, Yasser Arafat, who was a democratic socialist, or more so a communist, and talked about taking from the rich and giving to the poor. You see, we've seen these kind of dictators come in different versions. I will say this. On November 4th, 2025, New York City died under the throes of Marxist ideology and the son of Bernie Sanders and brother of AOC took power tonight.
Okay.
And I use these terms because New York is doomed. Right. It's over.
Very good assessment. Rory, can we go to you? The speech that we just played, and they cut it short. He was probably going to talk for another 10 minutes, but the network cut it short. Rory?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of taqiyya, man. I think this is some Muslim, lying like the Muslims do. They call it taqiyya. Okay. And I think he does want to bankrupt New York City. You heard the way he was going at Trump. Trump's already told him, I'll withhold federal funding. If he does that, the city goes upside down, So, who was he to challenge Trump? This cat He came out of nowhere. He's a provocateur. He's a foreign agent provocateur. I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to ruin the city. I really wouldn't be surprised if he tried to bankrupt and ruin the city. This is what his people do. They have a history of doing this. You look at Khan over in London. What did he do over there? You know, so
you're talking about the mayor of London, for those who don't know. For those who don't know, right? The mayor of London.
Mayor of London, right.
Yes.
London has turned into a shithole.
Sadiq
Khan, yeah, okay. Well, I'm not a New York resident.
I gotta say.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Jews have let us down. You know, we never asked them for nothing. And they're supposed to have some power over here in this city, you know, and they're supposed to be ruthless. And how is this guy walking around now? He's the mayor. You know, so once again, the goddamn Jews are nowhere to be found when you need them.
Rory calling out for the Jews now. Well, I'm not a New York resident, you know, but it is the number one market. So the nation is looking. Everybody's somewhat concerned. Number 9, what if he turns things around? Then what? What if he sets an example for other mayors, you know, across the nation? Is it Minneapolis? Did Minneapolis have a Muslim candidate for a mayor? I'll Google, but what if Zohran Mamdani turns things around? Then what? Number 9?
Okay, well, before I answer that question, I do not support any form of anti-Semitism. Okay, now, going further, there's no way you can turn New York City around when you're projecting maximum amounts of socialism, rent fixation, food subsidies. We've heard all this stuff before from Marxist dictators. This is a page right out of the book of neo-Marxism, especially pro-World War II. It doesn't work. How do you sustain a so-called democratic socialist city, which the term democratic socialism is a misnomer. Even Marx said himself, it's just a means to get to communism. That being said, how can you sustain your so-called socialist utopia if you're destroying that capitalist creation of economic income into the city? You're going to need that to sustain this so-called socialist game plan that you have. Basically, you're going to need to raise the taxes to be able to fund this livelihood for everybody else.
Can I jump in?
Please.
Okay, there's a really good comment on the screen. Crazy Fan 2000 says the mayor of London is in his 3rd term, and London is thriving like never before. Pretty sure Rory has never been outside the country, so he knows nothing about what's happening over there. So maybe I chose the wrong words when I said turns things around. What if it takes a totally different direction, and in similar fashion to this comment from Crazy Fan 2000, it becomes something totally new, and the young people that voted for him, objectively speaking, it becomes something that is far into the older generation, but economically it works. Does that make sense?
Well, it does make sense if you're looking at a short-term game plan. It does make sense. You want to bring higher wages. You want to make sure children are fed in the schools. You want, like you said, you want to make sure that grandma has a place to stay and her rent subsidy does not maximize. Now, it sounds good to the younger generation, but those of us who understand how economics works, in order to get to that so-called utopia of where everybody is egalitarianized and equal on the same playing field, where do the resources come from? You're going to have to tax a group that generates the most money in that city to get to where you need to get to. So again, taxes are going to go up. In the words of Milton Friedman, the economy just, in the words of the great economist Milton Friedman, the haves only give to the have-nots through taxation. It doesn't work any other way.
unsubscriber, I have your comment on the screen. London has been invaded. You're right. I hope I'm wrong about what I just said, but objectively speaking, I'm trying to look at this from different angles. Guys, phone lines are open. Number 9 and Rory don't have to be the only people talking. Other people can call in, cam up, if you will. Rory, I want to give you a little pushback. You said that how many black people voted for Mamdani? Do you have any data?
71%.
Can you send me anything? That seems a bit much. Can you send me a link? Anybody?
I'll send it to you.
Please. I don't.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I don't see it. That many black people voted for Mamdani? Number 9, you got any data?
The blacks and the Jews let us down.
I don't have any data, but I can research it.
Yeah, hold on a second, guys. Ecuador, is that you, sir? Good evening. Area code 760. Ecuador.
Hey, man. I'm so happy to hear you're back.
Yeah.
You sound good, man.
I'm all right. I'm getting there. Where do you want to start?
Huh?
Where do you want to start? Zohran Mamdani.
I want to talk about Mamdani, but can I say something that is off topic? But it just when I saw the video of your interview from the hospital,
yeah,
he hit me.
Ecuador, we got to stay on topic. You can send me an email. I bounced back from pneumonia. Come on topic.
All right,
Zohran Mamdani, please.
Yeah, man. It's I always said, like, when it comes to politics nowadays, it's basically now more than ever a popularity contest. Like, socialism, like, not only is not going to work, it will never work in New York City. I mean, it's going to be a disaster like in every other, like Bill de Blasio, like Eric Adams. But, I mean, just seeing, like, he's a young guy. He's a good-looking guy. He ran a really good campaign. Okay. Like, he's in touch with social media people. But I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be good at all.
But you're in California. You ever been to New York?
Yeah, but, New York is the most important city in the world. Like what happens in New York is gonna come downstream to the rest of the elections.
Okay,
and it tells you a lot about where like the actual Democrats are around the country. So yeah, it's a really important election, and it tells you how, like going to the midterms, how like that's why I was looking also in the New Jersey election, Minneapolis. Like Democrats are cleaning the house. So. Okay. Yeah, I think.
Did you vote in California, Ecuador? Did you vote today?
No, I didn't vote. I didn't vote this time. Last.
Whoa! If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem, right?
Well, I voted for Obama in 2008, and then I voted for Trump in 2016, and then I figured out it's all BS. So just go get your money if you want money.
No, Ecuador, you sir. You talk crazy about other Hispanics, but you don't vote.
Yeah, of course.
You don't vote on a local level. That's what really, really matters. You don't vote on a local level?
No, man, no. It's like the thing is over here in California, to be honest, all these Mexicans, they all vote Democrat just because like they have a lot of family without papers. So they literally, I've always said this, like if you look at the Mexicans here in California, they're all conservative. They're all religious. They're all anti-abortion. They're pro-family. They don't like to pay taxes. They work hard. But the only thing that makes them vote Democrat, no Republican, is that a lot of them don't have papers or their extended family has no papers. So Okay.
Go ahead and land your plane. I appreciate you calling, but I got to.
Okay, I'm gonna land my plane, and we need you on Black TV Couch doing a live story, bro. We cannot have you gone with.
Okay, thank you, Ecuador. It keeps talking about when I was away. That was weeks ago, man. Come on, let's get up to speed here. Hold on a second. Area code 586. Good evening. Please watch the language. Are you there? We're talking about Zohran Mamdani, now the mayor of New York City. Are you up to speed?
Yeah, what's the other topics? You got Jamaica.
No, sir. We're talking about Zohran Mamdani. Where are you calling from?
I mean, I'm calling from Detroit, man. I don't really give a damn about Zohran Mamdani.
Okay, well, can you call back another time, sir? This is big world news. World news. Okay. Area code 718. Good evening. Please watch the language. Are you there? Are you ready? 718.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I'm from Hollis, Queens, man.
Okay. How are you, sir?
And I must say, I like what Mamdani had to say. I was kind of worried. You know, a lot of people shunned me for what he, you know, they blocked me and, you know, on Facebook and stuff for my opinions. But, you know, I like what he had to say about, you know, dealing with Jews in New York and not going to Israel and worrying about Israel. All the other politicians were talking about the first thing they do as mayor is go to Israel. And I'm like, what does that have to do with New York? You know, and he was the only one that stood up and said, I'm not worried about Israel. I'm worried about the Jews in New York. And I have no problem with Jews. I have problems with the Zionists, not Jews.
Okay.
So when he said that, that really struck a chord with me because I'm like, yeah, I got love for Jews, you know. And he said he cares about New York Jews as a New York mayor. Israel has nothing to do with that. So, you know, that he kind of won me over with that. But
so you voted, sir?
James,
you voted?
Not yet. No, I'm sorry. I did not vote. No,
okay.
I did not.
Okay. All right. Well, are you happy that he won? You said he said some things that you liked.
Well, I can't say I'm happy yet because I didn't even do enough research on the guy, to be honest.
Okay.
But all I can say is I saw nothing negative, and part of me, I'm a longtime fan. I'm not just some new guy calling, but this is my first time getting on here.
Are you a longtime supporter too, or just a listener?
A listener. I've listened to you since.
Well, let's get you out of here. So you don't vote and you don't donate to the show. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Troll babies, that one was for you. Long-time listener. Never donated, and you didn't even vote. Let's get you up out of here, sir. Is that Boris on the line? Boris, area code 440. Good evening, Boris.
Доброй ночи, старик. Как дела?
How are you, man? What's cracking, Boris? Where do you want to start?
New York died September 11, 2001, and they were cremated November 4th, 2025. Disaster job.
Okay.
You have allowed a Trojan horse into your great society. Capitalism is the name of the game. As the great number 9 said, you cannot have socialism or communism without capitalism. It's all fun and games when you are fronting like you do not have it. But if you know anything about Mamdani, he increased his salary from $110,000 to $140,000.
Okay.
You know, he wants to be a part of the crew, of the middle class. However, he is so far removed from them.
Okay.
He does not relate to them. You know what I mean? Another thing that I wanted to say, this you might as well call New York New Palestine. Because it will create a snowball in which you will have London or England 2.0 in America. In London, in UK, they already have 8 Muslim mayors.
Okay.
If you would like to practice Sharia, you should go to a country that has Sharia already.
Sharia law.
You know what I mean?
For those who don't know, Sharia
Correct.
law.
Correct.
Okay.
We like our freedom. We like our women to dress however they want to dress. I do not support what he said about legalizing prostitution, defund the police, and even then he said that he backtracked. He said he will work with the police. He will work with Trump. Now he's talking like a big shot because he won. But I'm already getting ready to move before 2026 to Miami.
Okay.
I will not be staying here. I will not be paying the 2% extra, whatever he's talking about. I'm out of here.
Okay.
I voted for.
I did get your email. You're the first one who sent me the email about the black community in Russia, and then a few other people sent me that. Has that picked up traction? That story? What's going on?
Yes, it's a lot of people from the African American community that seem to find my home country to be a nice place, and we welcome them with open arms.
Okay.
You know, despite what people are saying, it's a very free society. It's not like Soviet times, But I do not wish for anybody to live in such a degenerate New York.
Well, hang on a second. If I can jump in, would you say it's easier for a quote unquote black person to be born in Russia and raised as opposed to trying to go there as a transplant? I've never been to Russia, but I would say it's harder to go there and try to adapt, whereas you could go to China or someplace
Correct.
and you could maneuver. The video you sent me was the guy, I think his family is Nigerian, but he was born in Russia. So that's a very different perspective to have, yes?
Correct. Obviously, if you are born in the country, you are more accepted. I mean, I will not sugarcoat it. You will never be a Russian. 100%, even if you're born there. This is not my policy. This is how
I'm not even talking about accepted, because that guy said, I forget his name, that every day he's reminded that he's black. I'm talking about just in terms of living and understanding where you are. I could be wrong, but you have a better chance if you're born there as opposed to, going to visit when you're 17, thinking you're gonna be able to fully grasp the culture. But go ahead, you were saying?
I was saying that the president of UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, he even said that America should be very, very careful with who they're importing, because if you read between the lines, what he said is that they gave to the West their trash, and we gladly accept it. So he was basically saying that, you could have there is a high chance of having the next 9/11 under your noses, and you will not know it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're already discussing sleeper cells over here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Mamdani has supported factions that are affiliated with Hamas. And I do not want to have any of this happen over here. I have a relative who was lucky enough to oversleep on 9/11 and avoid that.
Okay.
And this is the reason why I will always be, I do not want to have Sharia here or anywhere in the West.
Okay. I got to take other calls, Boris. Great to talk to you. Salute.
Have a good night. Take care.
Sir. Okay. 718, good evening. Are you there? Late night. Talking about Zohran Mamdani.
Yes.
Good evening.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. Everybody in New York is about to take Shahada. It's beautiful. We're going to give everybody a chance. It's King Simon.
Peace, King Simon. How are you, sir? What's going on with you, man?
Everybody, we're going to give the man a chance. We're going to give a man a chance here. I just got to New York, so I'm going to see what's happening here. We was in Georgia.
Okay.
But, man, look, we've had black mayors, we've had Jewish mayors, we've had Italian mayors. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's see what happens here. I'm not, big up to number 9 and Rory for their political greatness. But I think it's time for people to let's give somebody a chance. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does from another angle. Another perspective. Sharia law, I don't know if Sharia.
Well, now hang on a second, King Simon. Did you vote, sir? You're in New York. Oh no, I'm sorry. I just got here. I didn't really get to vote yet. No, I didn't get that. I'm an independent. Yes, I am. I'm an independent. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put your business out there, but you're from New York, but you do not currently live in New York, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't vote in New York, to be clear.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead. You were saying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I see he was making his rounds. He went to Imam Siraj. He went to the Nation of Islam. He met with a few of the brothers there. He's making his rounds. I seen the man making his round. I've been a part of Islam from back in the day, so I want to see what he does.
Okay.
And if he's true to what he's been saying all around the town. Now that I'm here and supporting my mother and everything.
Okay.
I just want to make sure what's going on and protecting our views as far as monetary wise, of course. Hopefully he will.
Well, now hang on a second, King Simon. Do you really expect him to do something for quote unquote black people, or is he going to be a mayor for change and a new direction for young people? And if so, does that really include black people or those who are part of the New York economy?
I think it includes black people and everybody here in New York. I think it includes black people, especially the ones that are progressive in some form or fashion. I think that's what's going to happen, and I hope that he could bring a form of balance. Hopefully, if he's really Islamic or Muslim, he can. If he really pays attention to the Holy Quran, the Quran does talk about bringing balance to the world.
Okay,
and not just by killing and swords. That's all hadith and all of that. But every religion had their own crusade. So
you are hopeful, King Simon. You are hopeful.
Yes, I am. I am hopeful. Yes, I am. I'm hopeful. Okay. All right.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you too.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. Take care.
King Simon tapping in. The mailman, I got your donation. Thank you very much. The mailman says, thank God Don Mattingly is still ringless. I was talking to left-handed today earlier. Peace to the God, and I had to remind him about the Don Mattingly curse is still very much alive. Sunday, I got
you see what I'm saying? With this black people with the Islam and the Muslims, you see what I'm saying now? They fantasize about it. They think some sort of mysticism. This is why we lost the race. You see, the guy just said he's an American, and he's talking about Shahada, and I've been down with Muslims for 20 years and all of this. This is what I'm telling you. This is the reason we lost it to the Muslims, because of the black vote.
Did either one of you guys find that data with regards to how many black people voted for Zohran Mamdani?
I put it like this. How many?
Well, no. Hold on, Rory. Now I let you.
Half of the.
Hold on. Earlier, you were just spitting out that number, and because I'm busy doing a bunch of other things,
I'll get to the number.
I heard you, and I said, okay, well, I'll come back. Do we have any data? Number 9, data that shows how many black people voted for Zohran Mamdani?
I don't have any data as of yet.
I think more non-black people voted for him, but I could be wrong. I'll look in the live chat. Sunday, I got your donation on the screen. You and I should talk behind the scenes. You're now taking shots at FBJ. Do you want FBJ to call in Sunday? What's going on? Where are we going? I'm looking for data. Anybody got data on how many blacks voted for the new mayor? Tempo-Matic, I got your donation on the screen. Thank you for becoming a new member to the channel. Guys, also, that reminds me, anybody who is a subscriber to the channel, I want to get new banners in the community section. I want to get new banners in the music rotation. Please reach out via email. We will make a banner for you. That's my email address on the screen. If you are a current subscriber to the channel, or if you're considering being a advertiser, please reach out so we can make a banner for you, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got, Rory? You got some data for me?
I bet half these black dudes come out their house with a kufi on, talking about they're Muslim now.
Where's the data?
Wait.
Where's the data? Where's the data guy, Dale?
Data.
Well, we don't have anything specific as of yet. The polling just ended. We don't have a specific number.
Hold on. Number 9, Rory came on this line talking about 71% of black people voted for Zohran Mamdani. I just want to see the data.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Can you send me the data, please?
Well, we know blacks are powerless. So the blacks are not the majority in New York. New York is a rest haven for Hispanics, Middle Easterners, and third worlders. So it's not some sort of black enclave or black hamlet that people want to think it is. Blacks are powerless in the United States, but more so in New York.
Fluffy Bunny says blacks didn't cause him to win. It was the immigrants. Rory is just spewing anti-black racism. I would tend to agree, Rory, with Fluffy Bunny, unless you can send me some data. You just came on the line obsessed with black people.
Obsessed with nothing. They messed the city up again.
Send me the data.
Obsessed with them. I gotta live with their choices over here.
Where'd you get the data from earlier? Where'd you get the data?
You kidding me or what?
New York City is
all that they talk about. They're all the dudes that out the projects gonna be walking around with kufis on, talking about they're Muslim now. They're gonna think it's like a cool thing.
Timestamp Tiffany, can you please send me that email, please? Timestamp Tiffany on the screen from her YouTube channel. Doug Life says 55% according to NBC News and 54% non-white. We are waiting on.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, right.
What does that even mean? Non-white. Non-white. What does that even mean? You know, this goes back to that whole people of color thing and the whole black and brown coalition. These numbers are skewed. We will not have an exact number of how many blacks voted because now they're talking about others and people of color. So what does that even mean? So blacks are always conveyed and mixed into the mix.
Hold on a second. Let me bring in area code 718. Hey there. Is that Kat? On a Wednesday morning?
How are you, baby?
Hey, girl. What's going on with you?
Good. Glad you're doing okay.
Thank you. I'm alive.
I'm calling about, I don't know. I'm weary about Mamdani. He talks a good game.
Okay.
But we'll see. I mean, I would have been hesitant to vote for him due to 9/11. Like, I wouldn't vote for a Muslim, but that's just my personal, it sounds crazy to me, whoever voted for him, but he talks a good game, and we can't.
Did you vote, Kat? Kat, did you vote?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
I'm hesitant to support him, but I'm hoping for the best, that it will, that it will be a good thing, because he's talking everything that people will want to hear.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't vote for a Muslim or an Arab. They, as far as, because mentally, like, to me, I'm traumatized by them. I don't even want to get on a plane with them, much less vote for them to be my mayor. So, I mean, but, that's my personal opinion. But
well, now, hang on a second. Kat, you're not my age, but you're close to my age, yes?
Yeah, I'm 53.
Okay. I forget, are you a homeowner or are you renting?
I own a co-op and a condo, but no, not a land. Yeah.
Okay. So his intentions, do you like the way it sounds, even though you say you don't support him or you couldn't support him because of his ethnic makeup? What about his policies that he's talking about?
Everything he's saying sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we came from, I think my thing was like, okay, we just came from a black mayor who always I want to support. I mean, I know everything's not about black and white, but I wanted to be able to support our black mayor, but I think that he was just off on the other stuff, other tangents or whatever. And so now we have other people, running for it, and he backed out because he knew it wasn't possible for him to win. In addition to the fact that he has other endeavors to, he's doing his thing. But I'm just saying that.
Oh, hang on a second. Kat, what's going on with you and Sunday? You guys, okay, she just sent in a donation, taking a shot at you. You guys all right?
Well, that would be great. So she gave you 500?
Well, no, not to sit you down. She just sent in a donation.
I would love for her to get 500 to sit me down. Let her spend all her money, and then I'll call back next month too.
Well, no, she just sent in a donation on the screen.
Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about her.
Right, Kat, you gotta watch the language, Kat. Gotta watch the language, please.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. But I want to make my point clear. I don't care about her. So whatever she's talking about is ridiculous at this point. Right. We're talking about politics. She's worried about little petty bull crap. So whatever she wants to do it.
Okay.
Girl, spend the 500.
I just had to ask.
100.
Kat, I just had to ask. It's what we do. It's what we do. Okay. All right. Well, any thoughts? Do you care about the other? Hang on, I had another story that I lost it. Jesus Christ, I can't find my other story now. But anyway, good land you're playing, Kat. I'm sorry.
I haven't spoken to you in a while. It's so great to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. We all know I've been listening, and I don't want any ill will. But if she want it, we can have it, and we can get it, and I'll give it to her. She want to give it to me, and if she want to pay, then pay.
Okay,
keep paying.
All right,
500 a month. Keep me off the line. 500 a month.
Okay. Great to talk to you, Kat. Great to talk.
Okay. Good night.
Okay. Good night. All right. Star Report. I'm your host, Star. It's Monday. Welcome to the show. Okay. Premium Black News. This is the most important topic with regards to urban business and affairs. The most important. Never mind Trump talking about sending troops into Nigeria. Never mind SNAP benefits. We have to talk about Big U, his son, Baby Huey. Condolences to the family, first and foremost. I'm not going to try and, just intentionally be insensitive, but I have to ask, coming out of the gate, did Baby Huey forget to check in? That was his father's moniker, was it not? The old nigger, Eugene Henley, he's locked up right now in the county. He's out of here. They got a Rico Charles on him and some other things. He had the audacity to get up on the Breakfast Club and World Star and all these other platforms with a sinister grin talking about you got to check in. Right or wrong. Do not get soft on me today and do not get pussy. Big U, born in the 60s. Dark-skinned nigga, you know the type, you know the pedigree. Dangerous. He was a shot caller. I have a theory, but let me just lay out some of the details first, and then I'll play one of the news reports. He was shot somewhere after 11 p.m. 69th Street and Figueroa. If you're from California, you know Figueroa as Fig. They call it Fig. I'm an old nigga, so if memory serves me correctly, 69th and Fig, isn't that down there somewhere by Watts Towers, adjacent to Inglewood? Inglewood, up to no good. R.I.P. to DJ Crazy Tunes. Salute to Dub C. And Mac 10. What was Baby Huey doing on 69th and Fig after 11 p.m. on Halloween? Well, there's nothing down there. Unless they built something new that that you know of. My theory, one of my theories, pardon me, he may have been chasing a bitch. It's always a bitch. It's always a bitch. In the words of Spider Loke, on my mama's mama, there is no more ruthless bitch, cutthroat, conniving, backstabbing, and a certified gangbanger than a Los Angeles bitch. Can I get another amen in live chat? This is not a laughing matter, but this is premium black news. Has anybody been apprehended? Not to my knowledge. Oh, there's reports going around about that. Oh, there was already some get backs. I don't believe that. I don't believe that there was any retaliations. This is not the 70s, the 80s, or the early 90s. Nobody's retaliating without a bag. Streets are different. LAPD uses crime mapping and other things. And there's too many CIs, confidential informants, for niggas to just, go jumping in a motherfucking vehicle and, some get back. Again, 69th and Figueroa Street. What was he doing down there? If I had to guess, somewhere after 11 p.m., he's going to get some pussy, or so he thought. Female probably told him, well, stop in the smoke shop. I need the apple wraps, or whatever type of wraps you guys use now. I need the wraps where they sell them at such and such a place. And he thinks he's going to get that trim, that snatch. So he goes to that particular smoke shop. Somebody pulled up on him, according to the reports, and he went toward the car. Oh! That's a no-no. He walked towards the car. Boom. How many times was he shot? That I don't have. Anybody got the information? Good afternoon, troll babies. Anybody got the information? How many times was he shot? I'm going to talk a little crazy today. Again, this is premium black news. I have no proof. But here's what I know as an older man. The biggest gang in America is the LAPD. Decades of corruption. And the upcoming Olympics. Don't think that they want to clean up the streets. No, they want niggas to do what niggas do so they can get more money. Time and a half, overtime, and all other sorts of private funding money. Crime is big business. Crime is big business. I have no proof, but down there at 11 p.m. or after 11 p.m., baby Huey, did a confidential informant see him and do what he or she does? Call LAPD. Did they push the button on him? I'm just asking. Did LAPD send in a shooter? Anybody from Los Angeles, the greater Los Angeles area, want to call in and please break it down to people about how LA cops are different from any other police force in the fucking nation. When they pull you over, well, they used, I don't know about now, the guns come out right away. Driver, exit the vehicle. Hands up. Step back towards me. Stop. Stop. Put your hands on top of your head. Interlock your fingers. Get on your knees. I have yet to see a video, unless I missed it, where, niggas is fighting LAPD, running from LAPD. Oh, you can get in a vehicle and flee. And if you don't know, they let your dumb ass go from county to county because that's where they rack up the felonies. They let you do that. But they get on the ground, go on your knees. Come towards me. Passenger, Exit the vehicle. Again, guns drawn early. It's different, very different. Just have a theory. Either he was chasing behind a bitch, because again, what's down there? Let me look in the live chat. I don't have my contacts in. Isn't that headed towards Watts Towers, 69th and Figueroa? Nothing down there. Salute to, I don't know all these names. One of Big U's sons, he plays with the Chargers. Very well-spoken young man. He spoke about his brother. He spoke about the Chargers organization being there for him. He was not moody. He was not nasty. Condolences. Lost his brother. I don't know in which order. You know, I think Big U had 3 sons. Now he's got 2. Is Big U a rat? Kids, there's no rat worse than an old rat. Take it from me. There's no rat worse than an old rat. The old rat is not trying to spend his 70s or 80s in the fucking penitentiary. He's going to cooperate. He's going to do whatever he or she can do to get out of that situation. Blood in, blood out. Now, Big U supposedly, allegedly, was a Crip leader, but didn't he go up on Vlad TV and denounce being a Crip leader? I grew up around him. He tried to denounce it in a sense, you know, but the shot caller, Big U, Eugene Henley. So that's my question, with all due respect. Did he check in? He was 34 years of age. This was not a young nigga. Hey there, area code 424. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there?
Yo.
424. Good afternoon.
Yo, what's up, Start?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. From LA. And that area is sketchy. I would never go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's a neutral area. It's not a particular stronghold for nobody, but they saying that he might have been a pimp too. That's a whole stroll too. Yeah, so
are you well, what area are you calling from? You're saying LA, but I mean, just so we can know who we're talking to.
Yeah, I'm from South Central, 70th of Vermont, not too far from that area.
Okay. So it's been many years. I'm an old nigga, 69th and Fig. Isn't that
right?
How far away from Inglewood is that, right? Inglewood and is it Huntington Park or something? I forget.
Yeah, Huntington Park is a little closer, and Inglewood is Huntington Park is maybe like 3 miles away. Inglewood maybe like 4 miles.
And Watts Towers. Watts Towers
is about 5-6 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah, this is closer to where the riots start on Florence and Normandy.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
You're right. Sketchy. So now, shot 6 times after 11 p.m. I don't see any suspects that were apprehended or anything. I've got a video I'm going to play, but anything that that you've heard for, in terms of solid information, or do you want to give us a conspiracy? It's Monday.
Conspiracy, man. I think he was out there trying to pimp somebody else's girl, and they caught him slipping, man. That's what I think with my heart.
When you say pimp, are you sure you don't mean simp? Because when guys, sir, can you stop laughing, please? Please stop laughing. Okay. When guys are in areas where they're not from or they don't necessarily belong, they're usually chasing a female, right? Chasing. You're saying pimping.
Yeah, he could have been. Hey, there are a lot of HOs out there, so he could have been simping too. I can't rule that out. Can't rule that out, but I'm leaning towards he was pimping. That's what everybody's saying. Like he was trying to be a pimp out there, and he was in the wrong area.
Well, who's everybody? A bunch of trolls, or do you have a source?
Just different people in the streets. Different people in the streets. Yeah.
Well, sir, YouTube is the streets now. It's not niggas on the corner word to, YouTube's the streets. You don't have a source? Who said he's pimping?
There's different pimps out there, that's known for pimping. They said that he was a pimp.
Okay. All right.
Allegedly.
All right. I appreciate the call, man. Salute. Thank you.
Thank you.
New details on a shooting we first brought you yesterday morning. A man killed in South LA on Halloween night is the son of a former rap executive and alleged former gang leader.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rollin' 60s Crips gang. Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
What do you think? Sins of the father visit upon the son, not to be insensitive or funny. Big U, over the years, the interviews, snickering, grinning, guys, when Nipsey Hussle got killed, wasn't Big U in his backyard? He was with a bunch of guys. Maybe they were at some cookout or they were lifting weights, and somebody asked a question in the live chat, and then Big U starts, was he laughing? He was doing something kind of weird. Doing something kind of weird. Karma, maybe? Karma, the concept of action, not necessarily in the mystical sense. This Big U's karma. I wish I could find that video. Oh, okay. JC says he was giggling. And I think I saw Cash Jones, a.k.a. Whack 100. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Who is it up on No Jumpers saying that Big U called him 30 minutes before Nipsey was killed, telling him that Nipsey was killed? You guys know what I'm talking about? Area code 602. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, who's this?
This is Paula, the one that just donated the $5, the one from Arizona.
Hey, girl, what's going on with you? We're talking about Big U, his son, Baby Huey. Your thoughts?
Well, you have some context here about how, you can put out some bad energy and things could come back, and they may not come back to you, but they could come back to your kids. So that's something that's just happened in life. That's happened to mafia people. There's a real context that you're pointing to. So I'm not knocking what you're saying. Okay. And it's not throwing rocks at the young man that passed away. It's just saying that sometimes your parents can put some jacked up shit out here. Excuse the word. Your parents can put some bad things, some bad energy out here. And sometimes it can visit upon you in different ways. Your parents, your children, things like that. So I definitely got the context. And when he said you dig, I'm the same round, not the same age as you. I'll be 55 in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But that was a 70s term.
Right.
Like, you get it?
Right. Now I'm not trying to go all the way back, but in today's terms, was he taking a shot at the death of Nipsey, or was he just being funny? I mean, he was laughing. He was laughing when they said justice for Nipsey.
I think he was taking a dig at a young man that passed away at a time when a lot of people were really hurting, and he didn't see no big deal about kikiing and giggling about it. As a man that wants. Now, so I'm gonna say this. I don't know that much about him, but I watched those documentaries. I watched the one on Fox. Okay. I watched some of the other things. I know that he has a reputation out there that's not necessarily a good one. Right. I don't know. I think they even alluded that he had connections to the death of Tupac or Biggie or something. So there's a history with his thing out there. So for the energy that he puts out there, and I'm not saying anything negative, like I want this man to come find me. Right. But I'm saying that he has put stuff out there, energy, negative hood, gang-related energy, and he's gotten away with it.
Can I ask what state you're calling from? Did you say Arizona? What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona.
Okay. Let's talk. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it or heard of Big U promoting this whole check-in thing. Have you ever seen him say that? You got to check in LA,
Well,
out of town.
not him necessarily, but the ones in Detroit, they did the check-in thing up there where, what's the guy, Big Meats, and some of these other ones, they had that same kind of mentality that you could.
Well, you see, that all comes out of LA. LA is gangland. That originated in LA.
So
go ahead.
Be that as it may, that check-in thing is real tough. That you can't go into that area as a visitor, have a concert, nothing unless you let somebody know. And I mean, from the perspective of the visitor, I guess you'd want to do that so you would be safe. So you let somebody know so they don't think that you're trying to encroach on their business, start something up, whatever. I would think it would behoove the person that's visiting that they would go ahead and just do whatever the hell they ask them to do, not, just show in, show up. And then it causes some issues, or they feel like, hey, what you doing here? I don't feel like you said anything to us or gave us the respect that we deserve. And I got a problem with you now. Why would you want to go in there in that area with your chip on your shoulder, and then something happens, and then you didn't follow their rules? That's what their rules are.
So let me ask you this. Again, we're not trying to be insensitive, but, Baby Huey was 34 years of age. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not trying to clown, his death, but he was old enough. And again, his father's whole mantra was check in. Do you think that this was some type of retaliation towards his father? Not that we have knowledge, or I don't. What do you think?
It could come out in the wash. It could come out in some time that we find out that because now that's a crime. So, there's people connected to this, right? Whoever the person that did the violence against him, who is he connected to? Things are going to come out down the line. It always does, especially out that way. People love doing investigations on the Crips and the Bloods, the people that are famous, and Big U being famous now. Any type of connection to his son, it's going to draw a different type of energy and light towards it than just some run-of-the-mill person that got shot in the streets. So there's going to be some connections that we're going to see in the wash. We are not aware of them now, but we'll see them.
Okay.
It'll come out.
You mentioned Detroit. Are you affiliated with Detroit, or you just mentioned it?
Not in any kind of way. I do a lot of watching of television, and I saw a lot of information that came out about Big Meats and them. They were saying the same thing, that you had to check in, and there was some little rap acts that went up there and didn't check in, and there was a problem up there. I can't remember some little.
Well, coming out of Detroit, they correct me if I'm wrong, troll babies. Detroit is one of the first cities to implement a no-fly zone by way of a guy named Trick. A no-fly zone.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
They kept Rick Ross from entering his concert to do a show.
Exactly.
Kept him from doing a show because he didn't allegedly pay up. Hey, darling, I thank you for your support, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Same to you.
Bye now. Sunday, is that you on a Monday? Sunday.
Hey, Star.
Hey, what's going on with you? I'm just doing research.
Yes, I wanted to comment on some of your topics today.
Come on.
That's okay.
Come
on. So pertaining to like the food stamp situation and Big U, I have some commentary. I did watch WAC 100's commentary on his son being killed.
Okay.
And he had a very compassionate, sympathetic approach talking about him. He said he personally knew him. He watched him grow up. He knows his entire family. And none of this he felt was retaliatory for any other related reason. He said explicitly that he felt as though this whole entire situation had nothing to do with his father's deeds. He did say that. And he felt, and this was on a different platform I watched. I listened to an audio call that he took or interview where he talked about it because he knew him personally, he felt as though there was no reason to say anything negative. He did say, though, that he, had been in and out of trouble in his lifetime, but he was a father. He had several children, and he's devastated by the loss. That's what WAC 100 said about his son being killed. But then for me personally, I feel like that's just, I don't believe him. But, I do think that that's a nice thing to say on camera.
Yeah.
I think he's...
Let me jump in for a second. I've got a video that I'm going to play here from Clubhouse TV from 8 hours ago. I would imagine this is up to date. I mean, that's commendable. I guess he was like an uncle in some sense to Baby Huey, because WAC 100 and Big U were friends for like a decade. Good friends. They used to hang out, and supposedly WAC 100 had the keys to one of Big U's house, But right now, we're looking for more of an in-depth. And when I say we, I mean the YouTube streets. We're looking for the bullshit. We want to hear what was Baby U doing down there at 69th and Fig after 11 p.m. Go ahead.
Yeah, being nosy, I looked into the comments of a lot of the posts about this matter, and there was hundreds of pictures of Nipsey Hussle, hundreds. Right. You can't say that there's no relation between his father's crimes and his son. Sometimes the son pays for the father's crimes, and that's a fact. So him saying that, I think, is just to kind of diffuse and simmer down whatever tension might escalate if he agrees to the fact that that's lie. That's what I think. That's just my opinion, because people don't forget. You can move on, but you don't forget. And such a traumatic loss like that, losing Nipsey Hussle or just any great rapper, is not something you just let go. Even Tupac, nobody's let that go. Nobody's let go of Biggie.
Well, hang on a second. Sunday, have you ever been to Los Angeles?
I have, yes. Okay. Several times.
Very different place. Any interaction with LAPD ever?
No, the New York police for sure, but not the LAPD, no.
No. LAPD.
No, I've always been
gangland. And in my opinion, I've never had any issues with them, but the most dangerous, vicious, proactive police in America. I have no proof, but, many active gang members and former gang members, offer information to the police. I want to know what he was doing down there at that time of night. That's what I'm determined to find out, whether it was a female involved, whether he just stopped in to buy some wraps for some hydro or some exotic. I don't know. I mean, that's my concern. But good, you were saying?
Well, one thing that I found was interesting when WAC 100 did his interview, he was saying that being Big U's son offered him some sort of protection in the streets when he was not incarcerated.
Right.
Now that he's incarcerated, maybe that protection is lifted and people took a shot. And it makes sense to me that would be the case. Mm-hmm. Because any leader of any sort, once you're out of the picture, I mean, how can you still offer protection when you're locked up? It doesn't make sense. So
do you think the police took a shot Sunday? Stop and think for a second. Stop. Just think about what I asked you. LAPD, the most notorious police in America. They deal with gang members 24/7. Do you think they pushed a button on Baby Huey?
I wouldn't be surprised. Because police officers are humans at the end of the day. And sometimes if there's not justice offered through the court system, there's a street justice. And so I would not be surprised if they did.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Anything else you want to comment on? Somebody was thanking you via a donation for sitting Rory down. You sat Rory down for 30 days, right?
Yeah. It's not personal. It's not personal at all. It's just, it just needed to.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Stand on it. Stand on it. You got the white boy out of here.
Personal.
Come on, Sonny.
No,
stand on it.
I don't have any like people think like there's so much hatred, right? I don't have any hatred. I like Rory. I just think it was his time to be taught a lesson. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody checks him. He needs to be checked.
He ain't special.
Not uncheckable.
He ain't special.
He's not uncheckable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not uncheckable, but I like Rory. I don't have an issue with him. He just needs to be checked.
There you go.
And that's just the bottom line.
Okay. Great.
But I do want to comment on the food stamp issue really quickly.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
I think that a judge, I'm not fully up to speed, has made it so that there are some SNAP benefits being released. I don't think it's all been shut down. Today is the 3rd. Are you up to speed fully?
I am up to speed. I am fully up to speed on it. I don't qualify for benefits at all of any sort. But one of the things that I realized is that we're not necessarily removed from the situation. It affects everybody. The prices have gone up for people that are working class. Everybody's impacted by this. And then you might have relatives that you have to send money to. I have to send money to my mother for circumstances like this. And I realized, oh boy, this is a huge responsibility to take care of relatives that are not working. And so with that being said, it impacts us all. I am a proponent for those who can work to work.
Got you.
And I don't believe that welfare is helpful in any way, shape, or form. I think welfare should be abolished unless you are disabled. If you're not disabled, you should work. Having children is not a disability. That's my final word. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sunday. Bye now.
Okay, bye.
Guys, on second thought, I'm not going to play this Whack 100 audio. I don't want to hear some nigga, soft shoeing just because he's like an uncle to the young man, Baby Huey, who's now, in the bosom of Abraham. Niggas die every day, do they not? Troll babies. Niggas die every day. Anybody want to chime in on my theory, or is my theory just a little too far out there that LAPD may have pushed a button? Not saying they actually did the work, but, a CI may have seen Baby Huey down there in the past and said, hey, got Big U Sunby coming down here. He got a shorty down here, a mile and a half towards Englewood. One of them LAPD, officers said, oh, really? Well, how much would you charge us to do what needs to, let me be careful. You follow me in the live chat? Niggas getting soft. Yo, Star, don't do that. Chill. You niggas done got soft and pussy. Sheesh. We're talking about LAPD, boy. That was a film that came out maybe 5 or 6 years ago about the history of LAPD and how corrupt that they have been for decades. Okay. I'm not gonna. That's too much. Hold on a second. Let me go to area code 606. Good afternoon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you take care of the dog in the background? We got a lot going on.
He was right down there pimping, if you want to know the truth. And somebody didn't like that, and they got rid of him.
Can you give us your source, sir? Give us your source.
Up, I can't hear him. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you because of the dog. Can you put the dog in the bathroom? I want to hear what you're saying. Are you? Sheesh.
I can't hear you.
Thank you, sir. Was he pimping? Give me a source. Sheesh. Area code 203. Please watch the language. Good afternoon. Big U son, Baby Huey.
Star.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Star. Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you. Baby Huey. He's out of here.
All right. Yeah. I actually watched. Can I name the channel? Do you mind? Or?
Yeah, I don't mind. I have no issues with anyone.
Okay. So it's Compton Rick Rock TV.
Okay.
So this guy's out of Compton.
Okay.
Last night, and he stated that it was a white Tesla that drove away from the scene. That's what people said that were around there. Now, today he gave an update saying that the Hoovers are saying that they had nothing to do with it for all the YouTubers and social media content creators to keep their name out of it.
Right.
And a lot of people from LA or from that area, Compton, whatever you want to say, you hit it on the nail. I don't know if you saw other channels earlier or you did a little research, but they're looking at LAPD. That's what he reported. I also saw another channel, Hood Educated. These are channels from Compton.
Okay.
And
I'm just going off of memory and what I know to be the way that LAPD moves. I don't know about any other channel putting forth that theory, but if they are, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Come on.
They're putting that theory. They're putting that theory out there because they're saying the gang members, the gangs from LA, are saying we didn't do it. We had nothing to do with it. Of course, obviously, they're not going to say we did it, but you know, there are people who would want that strike. I took Big B. What's this guy? Big U's son out. Right? Sometimes that's a strike. So who's to say the cops didn't have nothing to do with it? Maybe it was retaliation, and you can't take the retaliation from it completely out because someone who's a little wiser will wait a few years, and now that Big U is locked up, maybe he's not in command on the street. But we all do know that the word does come from prisoners who have high rankings to the street. But I mean, at the end of the day, he was in a gang. He was in the same gang that his father was the leader of, or is the leader of at one time, and that's the price that I guess that that comes with it.
Okay, stay with me for a second. Are you from the Los Angeles area?
No. I'm from Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying it could have been LAPD who pushed the button is because crime is big. Crime is big business. You got the Olympics coming up. In the political world, the police want more money to do more policing. Yes. Are you familiar with something called crime mapping? Crime mapping.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
But that
crime mapping is what they use heavy in the Los Angeles greater area. I don't buy into anybody, with all due respect to those channels you mentioned, I don't buy into anybody retaliating right away. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
There's got to be money on the table. Niggas are not pulling up like it's the 80s or the 90s, smoking niggas with shotguns. No, that's that old shit. Go ahead.
Right. And that you mentioned that. I look in the comments of these channels and people from those areas, one of them stated that the Olympics are coming up in, is it 2028? Is it 2028, sir?
I don't know. I just know that it's coming up.
I think so. And they stated that for that particular reason that you just stated, that they're trying to clean it up.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening. And listen, I want your opinion. Never mind the comments in somebody else's channel. I'm not saying they're trying to clean anything up. I'm saying crime is big business. They want the crime. They want the killings and the shootings so they can get more money. Does that make sense, LAPD?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. I'm not trying to clean nothing up, but go ahead and I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
No, that's all I just wanted to say. I just wanted to give you that detail about what you stated about LAPD, but all the best, sir.
Salute. Thank you, man. Area code 213. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 213. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir. Star.
Hey, how are you, man?
Yes, sir. Star, I'm right here.
Yes,
Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. How are you?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. I'm pretty good. And yourself?
I'm alive. Where do you want to start?
Yes, sir. Me, calling from Los Angeles, fresh from the Dodger Parade.
Okay. Hell of a game. Hell of a game 7, wasn't it? Whoa, that was something.
It was game. Yes, sir. Game 7 just caught down. Just got back from the parade.
Okay.
Parade was cracking. All good vibes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Real quick, Star. Long time watcher on the YouTube.
I sure nobody cares. Please get to the topic. Big U's son, Baby Huey, smoked.
Yes, sir.
11 p.m. Come on.
Smoked. Yes, sir. Big Huey. He was caught, you said, off of 69th. And Fig. I'll let you know right now from Los Angeles, 69 and Fig is nothing but blade work and gang activities. All right. So,
sir, you got something in the background that's causing an echo. Can you make the adjustments? I want to hear what you're saying, please. Whatever you got.
Yes, sir.
Turn the laptop down. Okay. So you just said 69th and Fig blade work. So what was he going to allegedly visit a nigga with a wig? Come on, man.
Not sure, sir. Just
speculate, sir. Listen, niggas die every day, right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. I don't give a goddamn about Whack 100 getting soft out here. Huh? Big U.
Right.
Sitting up on goddamn internet platforms, grinning, talking about niggas got to check in. Did Baby Huey check in? Come on, man.
Don't think so, sir.
Come on.
Don't think so.
Come on.
I think he caught a stray from what his.
He didn't catch no strays, sir. He caught 6. Wasn't nothing stray. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. The 6, I think they came from the haters that was on his papa, from what his papa be out here talking about against everybody else, especially when it came to Ermias Askedum, a.k.a. Nipsey Hussle. I think that what happened was people was watching him ever since his papa was out here speaking down on his little homie, a.k.a. Nipsey Hussle, and they bided their time until they caught him lacking.
You're claiming you're from L.A., sir? Claiming L.A.
I am from L.A. 213.
What does blood in, blood out mean?
Code.
Blood in, blood out. What does that mean? Break that down.
Blood in, blood out. What that refers to is if you're from out here and you get down out here, then if you get into some funk, you can go out here. Just like that.
It also
also
means at some point in time, it's time for an old nigga to move aside. Right?
Talk to me, sir.
Well, no.
Talk to me, sir.
No. I'm old. You're from out there. But at some point, all that living off of vapor trail shit, it don't mean nothing. We got wolves out here. Hungry.
Wolves.
Area code 347. Please watch the language. 347. Good evening.
How you doing? How you doing, Star?
Hey, who's this?
Area code 347. Please watch.
Sir, can you turn that down in the background, please?
I'm gonna turn this down.
Give him a second.
Well, you're probably one of the only men I've never met that I respect the way you talk.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
In a long time. I don't want to say much. I'm glad you're healthy. You're getting healthy. Fuck the bullshit.
Sir, I just asked you to watch the language. Please, watch the language.
Yeah, you're right. Excuse me. I'm just glad that
you're grooving. You're on one. Well, hang on. You're from the New York area. You're grooving right now.
A little bit.
Okay. Now listen, please.
You the man, though.
It's okay.
Yo, listen.
Please be careful. Be careful with that fentanyl. Be careful. It's taking niggas out.
Nah. Listen, my aunties used to tell me, don't put nothing in your nose, don't put nothing in your veins.
All right, hey man, salute. Area code 717. Good evening. Big U's son, Baby Huey. Out of here. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Star. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so you're not scared, are you? Don't be scared.
No, I'm not scared.
Niggas
sir.
die,
I'm
sir,
not
every
scared.
day. Niggas die. Baby Huey.
Yes, sir.
Fucking
Yes, sir.
around. Fucking around.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Niggas get killed every day.
69th and Fig after 11. Come on, man.
Exact. This is what I call to say, man. You was definitely on point with what you were saying about Nipsey back in the day. And if in fact Big U did have any tie to that, then I mean justice is always gonna be served hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like you said, ain't nobody exempt from the streets, and payback is a bitch. And that's pretty.
Well, I don't want to be insensitive and say payback. We don't know who the shooter or shooters were, but what was he doing down there? 69th and Fig after 11 p.m. Did they hit him with 40 cal shots? What they hit him with? We want to know.
We truly don't have no idea what he was doing down there. But at that time of night, it couldn't have been nothing good. Ain't nothing open after 12 except legs. You know what I'm saying? So there that go. I mean, and like every other caller before me has said, you know, that's familiar with that area. They said, you know, over in that area, it ain't nothing good going on at any time of the day. So the later it gets, the worse it gets, I would assume. So, like I said, I mean,
where you calling from, sir? Where you calling from? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Right. Do you think he was down there on that shit? You know? Hang on. On that shit. Leave the cursing to me. On that shit. Looking for some action. Cruising. 69th and 5th. Ain't nothing down there, sir.